All right, we are live. What is going on, guys? So we got Steve in the house, Mr. President, Mike, Crystal, Jenna, Cliff, and I see we got Benny joining us today as well. What's going on, y'all?
Yay, hi Benny.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi
Oh
Jenna.
boy. Hi, Benny.
Benny, you
I
get to
heard.
meet Jenna.
Hi,
Yeah.
Benny.
Hey,
I heard good things about you. Benny, have you been on the show with us before? Like maybe a day when I wasn't on,
yes,
or
ma'am, I
no?
have.
Has he been on before?
Yes.
Oh, so he's used to this crowd.
Yeah. Yeah, girl.
Okay.
I'm so excited. He's from New York. So both of you guys, I cannot wait. This is gonna be an awesome conversation.
Hey, Benny.
Yes,
Can
ma'am.
he hear me? Is he on?
Can
Yeah,
you
he's
hear me?
on.
Hey, Benny, I'm from near Buffalo.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Just, I mean, if you care, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm from Orange County, New York.
So wait,
Can
can anybody hear?
Yes.
Yeah, I can hear
Yeah, we
Oh,
can
you.
hear
okay,
you.
okay, okay.
I think Benny's beside Long Island, New York.
Does he not have his mic on?
can
Everybody,
I can hear
what
him.
what's going on? Is this Bizarro World? What
I'm not wearing
is
pants.
going on?
Oh,
can you
Mr.
guys hear me
Mr.
at
Krabs.
all?
Drone,
I
Mr.
can hear you,
President,
Benny.
Mr.
Benny, I
Drone.
can hear you.
Okay.
The drones are stopping Jenna from hearing Benny because of all the great things he's going to say.
Oh man.
Those damn drones.
Damn those
We got to
drones.
talk about that. What
Yeah,
Hey,
we
in the
do.
world
Benny,
is
you
Yeah, I
going
was
talk.
seeing
I
that
on?
will
too.
relay the message to Jenna.
You did? Did you? Oh my God, my dog. Stop. He's digging on my bed, like trying to get somewhere. I don't know where.
Now you got to protect them because you know that they're eating the dogs. It was too, it was you teed it up right for me, Jenna. You teed it up right.
I know.
I can't
How
help it.
are you, Mr. Prez? How are you?
Well, I'm good. I'm doing tremendously. I'm doing bigly. You know what? I just won the settlement with ABC News. George Stephanopoulos
Huge.
huge because he was such a poopy head. That was actually written into the lawsuit, by the way. George Stephanopoulos is a
Oh,
huge
that
poopy head. That's his name. It's Stephanopoulos, and he's such a poopy head. It was written into the lawsuit. It's true. So true.
Snuffleupagus.
Yep, that's his name. But I just want to say, I know I had to do the awkward pause for a second. I had to make it awkward. That is something I'm tremendously strong at. But I want to say I'm so bullish for the future, folks. I'm so bullish. Politify. I think we're going to have a major comeback, a huge comeback. We're going to have a tremendous comeback I'm betting within a week, 2 weeks. People are going to start aping back into the hottest Politify gems. And if MAGA VP happens to be the top of the list, that would be huge.
look. So, Mr.
Agreed.
President,
Well, go ahead, Luke. Go ahead.
oh no, I was thinking, if you take a look, if you look back over the past 10 months, like when the Politify meta was, on the cut, like when we were at the very infancy of the Politify meta, I remember, I just remember how the entire market moved alongside MAGA Trump. And, Mr. President, it's interesting that you say that because, yes, we know 20 January marks when Trump is going to take office. I think people are attuned to that. And I think it's just a matter of time before we start seeing that shift. But it's interesting to think about over the past 10 months, we have actually awarded out over $500,000 worth of Trump rewards to the people.
That is exciting, really. I know I love getting my rewards. I think it's like almost like getting a Christmas present every time I get them. So that is just so exciting to hear.
That is
And
bullish. That is bullish, and
Yeah.
people value that tremendously. They love it bigly.
Luke, let's point this out too. Like so the president just said, like, because Politify is probably gonna have a big comeback before either after inaugurate
Inauguration.
I like it. I
inauguration
like it.
day or before or on, something. It's going to be like a Trump rally, right? But let's think about this. What people, if they're, first of all, so you want to find one that is established so you're not going to get rugged, right? So we're in that category. Good team in that category. But also when you look at all the different ones that have still remained, look at our all-time high, 36 mil, right? Right now we're at 1 mil. If we hit that again, people are looking at a 36x. So why wouldn't someone not take a chance and get in MVP before the Trump rally? You know what I mean? Like the Trump crypto rally. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
100%. And this is the vice presidential token. So, I mean, it is in a class of its own, a beautiful class.
Luke,
Bullish.
I had an idea and I mentioned it to the president. Listen to this. Do you guys know how that Patriot they're making that statue for Trump and it's going insane and people love it and Trump loves the statue and all that?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Maybe you should commission them or we should commission them to make one for Vance.
Oh, you know what? As a matter of fact, I was talking to Rob, and it's funny that you mentioned this, Jenna. I was talking to Rob right before this live stream, and we were talking about Patriot and the statue that they created. Basically, it was like I liked how they were building the statue and like having people kind of follow the development of that statue. And I think now they're going to be showcasing the statue all around America. But I was talking to Rob about that, and it led to another point of the conversation where we actually have an idea where we're going to do something like that. It's not going to be quite a statue, but it's going to be something else, and Rob is actually working on it. But we're going to have something pretty cool to showcase. It'll be seasonal, but it'll be definitely, I think, something that Trump would like to see on the socials. And but yeah, that's a good point that you make, Jenna. It just goes to show, like,
Yeah, it might be worth like talking
mhm,
to those guys.
yeah,
I think our pres here, I think he knows them, and it might be worth seeing if maybe if they want to get in on MVP and then make one. Who knows? Could you
that's a
imagine that?
no,
Maybe
I
those
can't even
guys would want to get in on it.
I can't even believe I didn't even think, like, I didn't even think of that. That's brilliant. Yeah.
I think it would be so. I think it would be, and if you guys talked with them about it before the bull market kicks in, oh my God. Do you know what a catalyst that will be for us?
Yeah, that'd
How
be that.
fun.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
President, hook it up. Hook up them
Yeah.
guys and hook up your guys and these guys together.
I will hook it up bigly. Lots of hooking up, not like the kind of hooking up everybody did in college. This will be professional hooking up, believe me. Very professional.
Oh my God.
Don't be grabbing any cats.
Well, Luke, I don't know what time Benny has to leave because he's actually leaving to go, I think, to New York in the morning. So if it's okay with you, we can just kind of talk a little bit about the holiday Christmas party that we went to today. It was so much fun. I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. That way, Benny, like if you have to leave or whatever, you can. I just appreciate you stopping by.
Yeah,
But
absolutely. I can stay
stay
as
the
long as
whole
I
time.
want.
Yeah. Stay
Yeah,
the
I can
whole
stay.
time. If your mom can join too, I would love that. I mean, she is awesome.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I've been wanting her to meet Luke, and she's been wanting to do some of our live streams too. So I'm super, super bullish about that. I mean, I know she's might be getting ready for her trip tomorrow, but please let her know if she wants to just jump in, Benny. Hey, I'm super excited for her to do that. Okay, so today,
Yeah,
you guys, we went to MVP. Well, Trump Force 47 had their Christmas party today at the main headquarters at Rome, Georgia. So we got together, the captains got together, and we just enjoyed a wonderful party downtown Rome at, I think it's John Henry's. it was just so enjoyable. Got to meet with friends and just, made some great memories. We just really enjoyed and each other. And we also, talked about some of the future things that we're going to be doing, which will be like working towards, doing different things in our community that push the MAGA movement, Trump Force 47's agenda. We're going to support Doge and just, because the Trump Force 47, I'm sorry, the MAGA movement just doesn't stop after, Trump's election. It's something that's just going to keep on going, right? So for me, I'm a Trump supporter. Benny, he's the Trump Force 47 captain also. So I know MVP, we support Trump Force, and we also support Trump. So the MAGA movement is important to all of us. So therefore, just want to let you guys know that was one of the topics that we were super excited to talk about. And we just briefly talked about, how we're going to be, or super excited about doing that. We don't have any plans in place yet, but it's just, just awesome to, get together with a group of people that is passionate about, the same things. So, Benny, did you have fun at the party today?
Yeah, it was fun. It was great, meeting with a lot of patriots such as you and I, and it was fun. So
Yeah, I think so too. I got to see Elizabeth McDaniel. She was awesome. I didn't even know that she lives right beside, well, anyway, I don't know if it's okay to talk about it, but she's like, I'm a huge supporter of Marjorie Green, period. So, anybody that supports Marjorie or, I'm just all for, supporting Marjorie Green because I love the things that she stands for. And obviously, Doge, she's doing that now. So, she's a busy lady and, we definitely support her too. So, I don't know, you guys. I was just super excited about that. We made some great content that is going to be shared. Do you guys have any questions about the event or anything, or I don't know?
No, but I want to say, Crystal, you are killing it, and we
Yeah,
appreciate everything you do.
thank you.
And you and Luke, just you're nonstop.
Yeah,
Um,
we are.
I
Oh,
don't know how you do it, but you're nonstop and you're all in on like you get to focus only on MVP, and that's so good for MVP.
yeah,
Where sometimes some of us we have a little here that we have to do here, and but you are just 100% MVP, and
yeah.
we appreciate it.
Thank
And
you.
I just hope you know that, and I could see that you're having a good time, and I
Yeah,
love
I
that
love.
for you.
Thank you.
So,
Thank.
that's awesome. Luke, were you there?
No, I was not there. I was not there. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I am glad to hear that Crystal had a good time. It sounds like you met some new you met some patriots, Crystal and Benny. So glad to hear that you guys were able to do that. And yeah,
I
it's just
have a
awesome what you're doing.
question for Benny. Can I ask Benny a question?
yeah, go
Please.
ahead.
Benny, Benny, you're in Trump Force 47, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Do
He's
you
a
have
captain.
awesome? Do you have any stories about, because this fascinates me, about the election day, anything that was tried and they failed at doing that you
Um,
caught? Do you have any
not.
juicy shit?
I mean, well, I was
Let's
poll
go.
watching, and yeah, so I can tell you a little bit. So basically, on election day, I went out. I was poll watching, basically watching, the election happening, people voting, and I didn't really see anything suspicious, other that there was this one lady, right? She had a little bit of an accent, like she was Hispanic, and she had a little bit of a Hispanic accent, and she was asking somebody, about the question on the ballot, and I'm like, well, you can't be talking to to anybody. You can't talk to the it was just weird the way how she was asking, because she was like confused. She was like wondering, oh, what is
So
this
do you
about?
think so she didn't, so it's like she almost never voted before, or
In a sense, I will say, yeah. I mean, but it just, like, she spoke English. Her English was good, but it's like she couldn't really understand what she was reading. You know what I mean?
oh.
It was
Huh.
I have no idea, to be honest with you. It was just very odd, and at the same time, it was like, it's just, just freaking read what it says on the ballot. I mean, it's not that hard. I mean,
So Benny, you haven't heard of anything like for instance, like years ago, my mom went in to go vote, and she went. They asked her name, and they looked, and they're like, "Oh, you already voted." She's like, no, I didn't. I'm standing right here." So nothing. You haven't heard it. You didn't hear anything like that.
no, I mean, there was like this one incident, right? So this lady came to our headquarters, and she said that, basically every time she voted on the ballot every time where it came out, it would come out printed as Harris. Meanwhile, she will go to the voter. I mean, she'll go to the manager and say, "Hey, listen, I didn't click on Harris. I clicked on Trump." And it was kind of odd. It wasn't just her. There was a couple of other cases that had the same problem, and we figured it out what it was. Apparently, so the way they were doing it is they weren't clicking on the box where their name was right next to it. They were just clicking on their names, and I guess it's just the machine glitched to where it malfunctioned or something to click on something else.
Yeah, because it's probably not calibrated for to be touched there. But isn't it amazing that it always goes the one way? Like it couldn't have
Yeah.
went the other way. But anyway, um, well, thanks, Benny, for sharing
I love
that.
that. Yeah. That's kind of scary when we think about it. I mean, we Trump Force captains can be out there doing what we're supposed to be doing, you know, getting people to get their vote in, going door to door doing the calls, and then like being trained on poll watcher. And it doesn't matter. Like, if the person voting is not paying attention to like who they voted for, and it say they voted for Trump and it comes out Harris, think about that. Like, that is just ridiculous, honestly, while the machines do that. I hope they fix that problem. I really do.
Yeah. Um, I just saw someone put. I get you get notifications from some um people who their posts and stuff on Twitter. Someone just came across that said, "Oh no, the market's crashing. Bitcoin's at 100K." Can you imagine? Let's look at the prices, guys. Where is everything? Steve-O, you want to look, or Mike?
Yeah,
Here,
I
here,
love it
I'll pull it
when
up. I'll pull it up. Yeah,
I
let's take a
love
look
it
at
when
that.
Luke does when you guys do
I
the
know. I love
what's
talking
hot,
about that
what's
stuff.
not, and you do the
Yes.
I love that. Can you
Oh,
do that, Luke,
Luke,
and
Luke,
Yeah,
share?
I'm pulling it up. I got you.
you guys, while
Awesome.
you're doing that, Luke, you've seen it. You guys, I have to mention this. There's something that's gonna launch and called Luke knows about it, called Giga Geek.
Oh yeah, I know about that. Yeah,
Oh,
Loki sent me
you
that.
guys, do you know who the dev? He's Docs. Do you know who the dev is? His
Who?
name is oh my god, last name is Greer. Shoot, he's the artist for the Marvel movies. Um,
Wow.
yeah, like he listed. I mean, I even looked him up on. He's in the TG. He's in the back room TG. He's talks to us. There's videos of him. He's like totally is doxxed.
Oh, that's
So
so
obviously,
awesome.
it's his art, so he can use it. You got to see the videos that for the promotion videos.
I saw
They're
it.
insane. You did see it?
It would, yeah, well, Loki
Insane.
sent it to me. Is that like they look like they're
I
walking, like a robot kind of thing?
Yeah, they're so fun. Yeah, they
I
have a
Yeah,
bunch
check
saw
it
of
it.
out.
videos.
Check it
But
out.
It's
my
kind
God,
of
you
funny
guys,
though.
if he's gonna bring in all like that level of people, like this thing, I like. I'm so excited for it. I'm so excited.
Oh, that's
But
So Jenna,
awesome.
I'm actually going to share this because I think I'm really bullish on that launch tomorrow, and I think I'm actually going to call it as
oh,
well. So
good. Yeah, I
yeah,
put it in
yeah,
my channel too. Just because, how often is someone doxxed?
right.
Like you guys look him up. Wait, Luke, do you remember his first name? Last name is Greer. Let me go look.
The
Yeah.
last
He's
great Doc Stev is Unicorn Fart Dust, and he did pretty good. So
Oh, where did that
Yeah, that
go
one.
to?
Mike
Yeah,
knows
that was insane.
everything.
Yeah,
He's
that
so
was
brilliant.
that one was wild.
Luke,
That
I
was
Love
did
that
it.
was
shoot you a DM about the Giga Geek launch. I do have some info, not to be read on air here, but I do want to. I
Larry
did share
Greer,
with you. All
Leri.
right.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
gotcha.
Go ahead. What do you got?
1 second here. Checking something else out here.
I'd like to get a 10x today, please.
Gotcha. Okay,
I
so all
know.
right. So if we're gonna talk Giga Geek just for a second, I do like the branding. I like some of the people that are associated with the team. I think it, as far as like optics go, I'm bullish on the narrative. However, I know that with launches like this, it's going to be a hype launch. It'll probably be very volatile. So I'm bullish on the launch, but I am going to watch my entry. I'll put it that way.
Oh,
Okay.
100%. So like
Yep. Yep.
guys, there's because a lot of people are anticipating this and you know how it goes, right?
Mhm,
There's going to
mhm.
be a probably a lot of snipers, a lot of people trying to get in, and then because you know that there's going to be that huge candle. So yeah, just wait. If you're going to buy it, I would wait and wait for it to, retrace quite a bit. But you never know after that the first will retrace just a little, so I have a foot in the door, and then I go from there. But
Right.
um,
Right.
Luke, I know the stuff that we're seeing is amazing. Look at that, there it is. Yeah, I
Yeah.
have my
I'll
goggles
throw
on my
some general
PFP.
advice in as well. I mean, to anybody, and this works especially well on Soul. Anything where there's going to be volume. If you have a buy bot, set a dip buy. I mean, try to find the level. I mean, it's hard to guess the level on the first dip, but
Yeah.
you might be able to. And if you set that dip buy and do it effectively, you can immediately be up 50% or all the way up, a full 2x on the thing in 5 seconds if you're ready for it. So, to anybody out there who's trying to learn how to do things, you don't always have to FOMO. You can sit back and wait unless you know you're going to have that early entry because you know how to set the gas on your bot and get your buy in early or buy above people. Waiting that dip out and setting a good dip buy for it can prove to be a very successful strategy.
Yeah.
I wish Jenna, were you gonna bring your buy bots? I was really looking forward to that. I thought you were gonna have a guest or something, or were we gonna
Oh
talk
yeah,
about
Dan.
the?
He
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, um he's gonna just come next week because he had another thing. He double booked basically. But that's
Okay,
okay because I was talking to Luke, like we mentioned that as long as like we would love to have him on at least before the bull run kicks in so people
can
um
learn.
can learn from his bot and stuff. But I found his bot is like one of the most it catches the most stuff. I don't know
Can
about
you
you guys.
can you explain to, like, I don't know, like newcomers coming in, like exactly what that is, so that they can kind of, because I know there's I have some friends listening that just want to learn. You
So with
know,
these bots, and you guys, any of you guys, Cliff, if you want to jump in here, what you do when there's a bot on Telegram, what you do, like for me, I made my own little room, and I have like 3 bots in there. So I'll take like the contract address and I will copy and paste it into there and it'll automatically search and scan it. So it just tells you like how much of the liquidity is burned or if it's not burned, if it's locked or if it's not locked at all. How many like the top 10 people, how much do they own? I don't know. Do you guys want to add anything to that?
yeah, if you could make it like maybe for beginner level for those that just want to learn, because I know I do have like some people that are listening. They
Jenna,
one of
pretend
the
you're talking to me. Just pretend
like
you're talking to me.
I'll jump in on it for a second. I mean, the TTF bot is a great bot. There's a series of bots that basically scan the contracts and give you information that would take you hours if you were,
Right.
scouring the blockchain trying to find it from, how much taxes was, raised during, the initial launch, if they had taxes on it, to maybe a bubble map on it to show you where supplies held, if the contract's safe, if there's a honeypot risk. All these different metrics. And really, TTF has a ton of different options with it. It's a great bot. It really is. But for new people, it's the easiest thing to think of it as is it's just a tool for you to use to try to limit really losses that you don't need to take. I mean, instead of immediately buying a contract that is a honeypot, you run it through a scanner bot first and make sure that certain things are safe on it.
I love that.
Yeah, and to that point, I can actually show you guys the 1 second here. Let me show you guys
Like,
something.
show us exactly like all the steps, like as if you just now learning how to do it.
Yeah, check it out. So if I were to show you guys as an example, because you can hear about this all day long, but unless you actually look
See
at
it.
it or see it, you won't have any idea what we're saying here. But here's an example of a sniper bot that we use directly through Telegram. This one's called Maestro. I use it often.
Okay, so where do they find that?
Yeah, great. Yeah, you would just download it off the website. But once you download it, or once you actually join it through Telegram,
Okay.
the way it would work is you would simply I'm only going to do a really loose demonstration here, but the way it would work is like Mike was saying, you would just basically copy. And again, guys, there's a ton of bots out there. This one you can actually trade with though, and directly through the convenience of Telegram. They have Solana bots. They have any chain you can think of. There, a bot exists or multiple bots exist to trade with it. But on this one, for example, I've already got the bot going. Let's say I'm just going to paste the MVP contract address in the search bar here at the bottom. I hit enter, and the bot, it'll pull up as much information as the bot allows for that particular token. And you can see like what's going on here at a glance, right? So you can see like how much it would cost to buy the token or sell the token based off of GUI. You could also see what the existing market cap of the token is as well. You can see what the taxes are, and then you can also see some other cool things about the token. But if you ever wanted to buy, you just basically send money to your wallet and literally just hit the buy button, and it's automatically going to buy it. So that was just a real quick. Breakdown of this bot. But yeah, so it's like really, once I used a bot to trade with, I could never go back. So like messing around on Uniswap, you get all these failed transactions. Messing around on Radium, if you're playing around with Solana, it takes forever and a day to get your transaction to actually go through, as compared to the people that actually uses bots to trade with. So when it comes to bots, I definitely I highly recommend learning about them. Like, so for
Luke,
example,
really quick.
yeah.
I'm so sorry. People are asking me for the link to the show, but it seems like the MVP post that has the link, it's deleted for some reason.
Yeah, because when I start the live stream, it actually creates a separate post altogether. So what I'll do, so what I'll do is I will, so if they go on to our X, they can actually see this live stream as it's being streamed.
Okay.
And I did pin the stream link in our main Telegram, so you guys can see it. And I'll also share it with you guys on the panel as well, if you guys want to copy and paste it.
Yeah, I've already done that.
Yep. So, but yeah, no, that's a good point that you guys mentioned with bots. That's kind of the thing now. It's like I can see like retail coming in. As crypto gets more popular, and the problem is as more people start to adopt crypto, they're going to be behind the power curve, right? And that's one thing that obviously I don't want to see happen. So I would say for you guys new joining into crypto, if you guys are looking to trade outside of a centralized exchange, just joining, downloading MetaMask and all that, and actually trading tokens on through Uniswap or a standard DEX, highly recommend looking into getting a trade bot to trade for you. It's a lot faster. You can prevent getting front ran a lot easier, and it's just really it's the way. While you guys are trading, if you're not using a bot, somebody else will, and they'll definitely be front running you. But you can do a lot. You can do a lot with bots now, and it's definitely if you're new to it, before you start trading, I would definitely look into it And the bot that I just pulled up earlier, it was called Maestro, Maestro. You can just Google it,
I'm
and
Googling it right now.
you can
So,
go from there. But yeah,
oh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Hey,
And then
Crystal,
also,
do you not have Maestro? You don't use it?
I don't, you guys. I
Oh, okay.
know I feel behind the
Yep.
I'm
No,
going to
that
do
times.
just
you a
means
favor,
you're not a
Crystal. Send
degen.
you my referral link. I'm going to hook you up.
Please do. Yeah. I'm
there you go,
serious,
Mike.
you guys.
You do, Crystal. You deserve. Mike, hook her up, man.
Come on.
Let's go. Let's go. Um, but yeah, so guys, so I know you guys mentioned drones earlier. Like what in the heck is going on in the United States and drones?
Well, you know what? We saw there was a sighting in Rome, and I've been reading articles since I saw Robbie post it, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. So, the research that I've been digging up on like AP articles, different types of articles that are credible, which is AP. I know they had an article in it, and then I think I sent another article with I think I think it's like CBS News or something. I don't know. Anyway, and then I'd watch some live streams on YouTube, just watching and just kind of just binge researching, if you will. And it's just saying a lot of stuff like this is kind of what I've summed it up as. You know, basically it it could very well be from like the bots could be looking for a nuclear warhead, or I could be like they're shooting lasers up in the sky and then they're blowing up. And it's just, they're the size of cars. I mean, it's blowing my mind. And then some of them, they kind of go under the ocean and then they come out. So I'm just thinking, and then there was something that was mentioned in the AP article recently that said that, Trump kind of knew a little bit about it, but the government's not saying anything. So you know what? To be honest with you guys, I really think that it's something that like we need to get a grip on it. I mean, I think it makes everybody uncomfortable, and it just right now there's no way to detect them. That's what I've read in all the articles. Right now there is no way to find out where they came from. And then I researched like, can drones be like detected of who their owners are? Yes, they can. But why can't we find out who these drones belong to? So, I mean, as of now, there's no way. I mean, nobody has like post or not posted, but written anything about saying where they are coming from. So, I just find that very strange. I don't know. We saw a couple in Rome. I mean, that was mentioned. I'm like, wow, really? And then there was a bunch in Atlanta. And the funny thing is, they're always, if you look at everything that's out there about them, they are always kind of around any kind of Air Force base or military base. I don't know, you guys. What do you guys think about it? Benny, what do you think about it?
I think it's a little concerning, but at the same time, Trump did say that the military knows what's going on. They say that they have everything under control. They know where the drones are coming from. They know who's controlling them and all that. And the way how he said it and he you know put it out there was like, hey, I'm letting you know everything's fine, everything's under control. There's nothing to fear. You know what I mean?
Look, here's my thing. I think all that we need to do is the next time you see a drone, the only way to fight a drone is with a drone. So as you can see here, this is how Japan responds to rogue drones. So I think like there's a lot of different ways to do it, but I think to catch a drone, you gotta use a drone. And if you look at that right there, Japan seems to have gotten it figured out.
Japan's got it going on. I need to get one of those.
you know,
Who really has it going on though?
You, Mr. President.
God, it is Stacy's mom. Come on, that was a good song.
that was a great song, Mr. President.
Can you shoot them down? I mean, really? I think that it's against a lot of shoot them downs.
The thing is this, if you guys know or not, all drones over like a very small size have to be registered. So I
Yeah.
heard somebody comment about what Trump said about it. And they said if you really look at the words he used, he said if we didn't know who it was, he was suggesting he would shoot him down. So like I think he's giving warning to anybody who thinks they can come do that here, and also in my mind means they probably know exactly what they are. I know that flies in the face of the conspiracies, but
Yeah.
that's I don't know. That's my guess. But who knows? Maybe not.
Did somebody say conspiracies?
Well,
I was waiting for you,
Open
Steve.
the door for Steve, our conspiracy theory expert.
This is not the forum to have this. There might be women and children listening to this broadcast.
There are women and children listening.
just give a
I
quick warning and then move in, Steve.
wait. What's that, Michael?
I said give a quick warning to the women and children, and then let's hear what you got.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's
No,
do it. Let's do it.
I won't get too crazy. I'm simply saying, like, look, and I love, I mean, I love Trump. You know, I am not the MAGA supporter who was like, oh well, he's the best I got, and well, like, no, I'm all in. Every reason that he pisses everybody off is the reason I love him. I say all that to say this: he's he's been president once. Okay. He knows. He now, and I think this administration is going to be better because he knows. He knows the bullshit. He knows the game. He's like, all right, like fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So he's going in with a completely new perspective. All like think about the Chinese spy balloon. I don't know. I think it might have been 18. I don't know how long ago it was, but we just we just let shit happen. We let shit happen to us,
I saw
and
that in the sky, Steve-O, just to chime in.
oh, really? Like,
Yeah,
like legitimately, you saw it?
yeah, no, legit, yeah.
What?
Right,
What?
and
Well,
we
I mean, like I said, this is we can do something else. I mean, I'll run it. I'll do whatever. I'll do it, but because I don't want to get too in the weeds and blow people's mind because this is supposed to be positive, family oriented, crypto
Yeah.
success. Like Benny, get I don't know if you got a Twitter or whatever it is. Like you and I have already connected. Like I know everybody always says things are good, but look, man, I I look at it. I don't look at the AP. I look at the news sources that nobody wants us to know about. And I'm not even talking Alex Jones. If
Are we
anybody
talking
knows
about the dark web?
no.
Just kidding.
Look, I buy my drugs off the street, not off the dark web. I don't do any of that. No, but like I mean legitimately. I got something for you. I got something for the crowd. Let's see if they're interested in it. But that's it's too much for this arena, I think.
All right, that's fair, Steve. That's fair.
That's fair.
no, I
But
want to hear it.
Yeah, no, I
all
know.
right,
Yeah, but
there you
we
go.
this is like I said, we want to keep it. I get PG. I got warned today by a good friend of mine. He's like, hey, by the way, this is PG. I'm like, really, dude? This is fucking where we're at now.
You guys,
But he knows me. He knows who I am.
why are they the size of cars? I can't even believe that.
Listen,
That
I wouldn't be
is,
worried about the drones the size of cars. They have drones the size of like bugs. Those would be the
well, that
ones that I
shoot people.
are
They're
worried
obviously
about.
military ones, but
Yeah,
still.
that's a good point there,
But
Mike.
That's
they
a
needed
really
one
good
big
Oh,
enough
point,
to
that's
Mike.
carry.
right.
They needed one
That's the
big enough
scary
to
one.
carry
The
an air.
tiny ones.
Sorry.
You were saying, Mr. President.
Well, they needed a drone big enough to carry Rosie O'Donnell. That's why it's as big as a car.
Oh my God.
Very, very true.
That is hilarious. That's hilarious.
I'm very smart. I'm very observant. A lot of people know this.
So what do
That's
we do if we see a drone? I mean, what? Let's give our, what is the audience? We need to engage with the
Please,
audience.
so it gets your face in the picture for sure.
I was reading, yeah, it's reading an article or just diving into it, and it was saying like if you take a picture of a drone, it's too late, basically. Like it's already got you. So I don't know. I would just, if I see a drone, I'm still going to get my phone out, video it. I think I will call my local news station and report it. I don't know.
I want to know what Steve would do if he saw a drone. That might be the most important information here.
Yeah,
Steve,
yeah. What do we do? Shoot it? What do we capture it? What do we do?
My probation officer said that I can't talk about this ongoing court case. Uh, so, due to some legal requirements, I will have to wait until. Here's the
we
thing:
gotta
it's
get
really
you a
hard.
waiver for
Sometimes
that.
it's really hard to tell that it's a drone from so far away. But self-defense is always like I've said too much. Like I said, the my probation officer said I shouldn't talk about this. I was gonna be quiet.
That's fair.
So, all right.
I'll
So,
talk,
guys, look.
I'll
Oh,
talk
Mr.
to your probation officer. Okay, I'll get the deets. I'll get the.
Can I get a pardon? Can I get a fucking pardon like in the future, like Hunter Biden did?
Yeah.
Can you
Absolutely.
do that for me?
You
Can you
have
be like everything that Steve's about to do from now until 2050? He's good. Can we do that?
absolutely, but you
All
have to
right.
subscribe to my OnlyFans page. I saw you. You
The
unsubscribed.
the
You horrible bastard. You.
wait. Was it the feet one?
Oh my god, you guys are. I'm just kidding.
Which
No,
one?
his
You got several
OnlyFans.
going.
You
You
guys
have
Yeah.
are just
The
kidding.
one
there's
that I follow, Mr. President, is the one that where you're sitting at the the Oval Office desk, and it's the shot from underneath the desk with with no
What?
pants on.
You
Yes, he
guys
has
are
no pants
crazy.
on, and it's a live cam, and he just kind of swings his legs around, and everything kind of flops. So
Oh my
To be
lord.
that's the
fair,
one that I belong to.
and I don't
I'm
mean to
just
say this,
showing.
Mr. President, but Bill Clinton really is the one that started all that and should get the credit.
What? Okay, like I don't even. I think I'm so lost right now. Like I don't even know what Bill Clinton
Bill
started because.
Clinton about his
Oh
desk,
wait,
the
wait, wait.
desk.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Yeah, and the
Okay,
cigar.
I'm up to date.
Bill
Yes.
Clinton is the one that ruined cigars for
Oh my gosh.
because that should never be done to a Cuban.
I
I've
don't
That's
never
get it.
heard of that.
I don't get
What
it.
happened, Mr. President?
let's just say that there were certain things that are not meant to be
Shared.
not shared. You know what the
Well,
thing is? Cuban cigars are meant to go in the mouth, not
not other orifices.
Yeah,
right.
not on the
We're
ground. I'm
talking about
actually about to pick up my kids from church, so I'm either gonna have to go on mute.
Mike.
Wait a minute.
I
Wait.
Mike.
love it. I
Yeah.
love it.
Or does anyone
Mike.
want to talk about?
Good Christian boy, Michael. Good Christian boy.
I love
Listen to
that.
this
Mike.
Go
face.
ahead.
I wanted to ask you, because what we were talking, what you had mentioned about like your son being in detention and why, like to me, I was really, really disappointed in that. And I'm really glad in the school system for even allowing that to happen because I feel like, you know, kids should have I mean, I don't know if you'd even want to share this, but I'm glad that the results turned out the way it should have. So, just saying.
Yeah, and the big takeaway from that is, without going all into it, is that much like Trump sued ABC and won the defamation case because they went too far. Sometimes people
Yeah.
do go too far. This case, at about a 40-minute meeting with the school, and I asked them very direct questions. One of them very specifically, does the school have a separate policy against political speech than is outlined by its first Des Moines, which was in the late 60s, I believe. And, they said, well, it's not the policy. I said, okay, then what he actually wrote on that, that point right there. So, in all honesty, I love my kids' school. So, just like family, friends, you don't always agree with everybody 100% of the time. But we got to work out, and I feel pretty good about it.
Okay, that's good. I just feel like, um, the kids should be able to, if you're going to teach them life skills, how to be in the real world, then, they should be able to like if they're going to run for do a campaign plan or whatever, they should be able to be allowed to kind of have a little bit of individual personality of how they want that their campaign to go. Like, like your kid had his own way of doing it, and it just didn't agree with the teacher's idea, I guess, if you will. And I just feel like, there's she wasn't hurting anybody or anything. It was just basically having his freedom of speech, So why would we take that away from the kids in the school? I know that's on the Trump's agenda, protecting kids and freedom of speech and all of that in the classroom, especially when it comes to, their political choices. So I don't know. I'm just glad that the outcome turned out great for you.
Yeah, well, at the end of the day, it was my son's first attention of his life, and in all honesty, I'm actually glad
Hello?
it happened that way because
Can you guys hear me?
I'm not sure if my service is breaking
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
I was like, hello, hello,
Crystal,
hello.
could you imagine if you said all that and you realized your mic was muted or something? That'd be funny. So, okay, so wait, did we even say where? Okay, wait, where's let's see, where's Bitcoin at right now, guys?
No, we did deviate a bit. So Bitcoin right now is sitting at 100K. So if you're like me,
Can
when
you
you
imagine?
say Bitcoin is at 100K and the market is dumping, like, man, you really are brand new to crypto.
Exactly.
Because again, it just goes to show, like, this is the conviction that we have, I think, as degens and OG players in the space. Like, when you believe in something, you're going to continue to invest in it regardless of what it does. Like the chart, like, where the end point is going to be. Like, for me, I'm a Bitcoin maxi. I strongly believe Bitcoin is going to hit 1 million, if not more. So for me, every time I see a dip, I look at that as an opportunity to get more, right? So in this case, like, we can see over the past, this is just the last year, right? But if we look at all time, like, look at these variations. The trend is going up. Take a look at what's going to happen when the new administration takes over. It's a pro crypto US, and as a matter of fact, to really everybody listening, a couple cool things that's going to be taking place um, after January 20th. One of the cool things I think that Trump is planning on doing is creating a Bitcoin reserve. Um, Additionally, I think it was just a few days ago, President Trump also met with Crypto.com. So, I mean, bottom line, the new administration is bullish on crypto. We're about to have a pro crypto America, and I think all the things that go with that is just going to be incredibly bullish for Bitcoin. Everything that's happening right now with Trump taking office is just accelerating the adoption of crypto. Now that the United States is finally buying into it, I feel like other countries are going to follow. And it's just, and here we are. This is the beginning of the bull, and we're seeing it firsthand. First time, in history, Bitcoin actually broke 100K. I didn't expect that to happen until, really years down the road. But here we are. We're seeing it today as we live and breathe. It's great. This is the time. So for people that think like that, they have to look at the bigger picture, I think, and just realize, like, crypto isn't going anywhere. The trend is your friend, and it's every dip for me is just a fresh opportunity, um, and that's my perspective. So I don't know how you guys feel, but
Yeah,
that's that
for
that's the
sure.
you know
Yeah, red. That's the thing. When it's a good coin, and you know it's a good coin, and there's a red candle, that's when you buy. Um,
So you
and then
really you buying the red candle?
absolutely,
if it's a good
Uh,
project that you believe in,
if it's a good,
absolutely.
yeah, if
oh yeah, for sure,
exactly.
for sure. With like the community and
If
you do
it
your
like
research, read the
MVP,
white
you buy
paper.
it. yes, MVP. You buy it on a red day. You don't.
Yeah,
I mean, you
absolutely.
can buy it on a, of course, like, but in other words, you stack up on red days because that'll give you more of the token for when it goes ballistic, But
Right.
yeah, but like, I don't see. I come from a stock background. Before I did crypto, I was an options day trader.
Oh
Besides a
wow.
nurse, yeah.
That
So
is so
it's
cool. I knew you had that kind of background because I was like,
That's
Jen.
why I love charts. I love
Yes,
charting.
yes.
Like Luke right here looking at this, it's like candy to my eyes,
Oh, I
Like
love
I
that.
love it. You have to learn. And people, I'm sorry, people who say, and we could totally disagree, and that's fine. People say that technical analysis of charts, don't matter in crypto, but that's not really true. Unless it's like a crazy new like meme coin, but
Right.
for the most part, yes, it does. It can tell you when to get out or when to trim down and then when to buy back. So if you like to, like, for instance, for MVP, some people who do read charts, they probably knew to sell some of the MVP at the top, and then they kept their ETH for times like now to buy more
Oh,
at the
wow, that
bottom
makes sense.
here,
Yeah.
because you can, like, for instance, my favorite, I don't know about you, Luke, but my favorite technical my favorite TA, what do you call it, anyway, my favorite one is the Bollinger Bands. I love the Bollinger. So if a candle goes above the top one, it means it's overbought, right? Or like it's outside that Bollinger Band. So it's gonna come inside. They work as magnets, so it's gonna come back inside. And for the bottom, it's the same. If it goes so low that it's below the Bollinger Band, it's time to buy, because they work like magnets. So if it's way below that band, it's going to come back into the band. So it tells you when to buy and sell, but where you make your settings, that's where people differ. So like, if you are day trading, you might want it on a 5 minute or a 15 minute. If you are a long-term trade, like if you're like trading, if you're gonna be like an MVP for a while, but you still want to trade it, you might be on a 4 hour chart, you might be on a daily chart. You know what I'm saying, Luke?
Oh
I don't
yeah.
know if you add, yeah.
Oh yeah.
She
Uh,
said come inside.
yeah, I'm tracking. Yeah, so I actually pulled up the Bollinger Bands. I pulled up a few projects right here, so you can see MVP here. You can see Trump, or MAGA meme coin. UFD, that's another one that I was looking at. That was a pump fund that came out yesterday. It touched $100 million. I don't think a lot of people.
Oh my God, did it really?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was crazy because somebody shared it with me at 80K yesterday, and I was actually hanging out with family. My daughter's visiting, so I didn't.
Wait a minute, it was at 80K yesterday?
Yeah, it was at 80K yesterday. Yep.
And it's
So
where today? A
I
hundred
mean,
million?
this right here, I think explains crypto in one chart. So if you
Oh
look at
my
this,
God.
you just never know, right? What can happen from one
Okay,
day to the
explain
next.
that to us. Explain that to us. You just said that explains crypto in one chart. Can you break it
Yeah,
down simply for those
yeah.
that
So
are learning?
yeah, yeah. It's you never know what's going to
I
happen, right?
actually
Yeah. Go ahead, Mike.
I have a mantra that may be helpful, and I'm not even joking. Like, this may sound like a joke, but it's not. Everything that you think sounds too crazy, so you don't buy it, that's what you actually want to buy. If you don't
Right.
understand it,
Right.
it's worth an ape. And time and time again, it can prove to work out well. Not always, but there is no rhyme or reason for that one, other than the guy had a YouTube channel, so there was some outside interest. Maybe people liked the name. Maybe they thought with the YouTube channel was going to get exposure, but clearly that thing gig a cent, and good for
Is
that
that
guy.
the unicorn one?
Got it.
What is it
Yeah,
called?
I shared it with you guys
Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
I shared it with y'all at 10 million.
Oh my
Man,
So
unbelievable.
I shared it with y'all last night when it was like
Oh,
here.
Yeah.
when it was right. Yeah. So can you see that when it was right there? So, and this is a Solana play
Whoa.
too. So obviously there was, the narrative. Somebody must like the narrative.
Yeah,
So
you know what? You're right about that. Because, like, Jenna, like, even like, okay, so like the most oddest names, you would be shocked. Like, well, you not shocked, like Peanut Squirrel. Like, that was a big one, wasn't it? And then, like, I don't
You
know.
saying peanut?
Was it, well, I don't
I
know, the one about the
I
squirrel.
thought
What
I
was the
heard
name?
penis
Yeah, that
squirrel.
was because of the whole situation.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's probably in a different category because that was actually
yeah.
something the whole like country was like very upset about.
Yeah,
So
the
that
squirrel.
was kind of one you could guess. The problem with that one though is how many of them launched. You don't know which
Right.
one
Right.
is going to be the one, right? So
Mm.
I don't know what you do, Mike. What do? You buy a little of each one? What's the answer to that?
I'm sorry. What was the question?
Like in the case for Peanut, you knew that narrative, you knew that was going to go crazy, right? Everybody, you just knew it, right? Because of the outrage of what they did to that poor squirrel, so but the only problem with something like that is it would be easy if there was only one launched and everyone, but when there's like 20 that launch, it's like, do you buy a little of everyone of them, or
Oh,
how do you
that's a good
catch the right
question. Yeah.
one?
How much is a little in your perspective, Jenna?
So I think we go back to bots.
Two
You
max.
know,
I know. I don't know.
Like $1,000, I mean, per one, or I'm just kidding. I just want to
No,
know.
and you know what? It depends on the market cap too. Like you don't want to put $1,000 if it's at 8K or 12K. But
Yeah,
so, Mike,
and
what would you do? Like, if would you put a little bit in each one, or
it's hard to do that. I mean, in theory, if you had enough funds, I mean, you might come up with a system where you could spread it around. But it's so hard to know a narrative. I mean, what seems to really send well in the industry right now are things that are very viral on in the media already. Then obviously, if you're not following Elon's account, possibly even with notifications on, you're missing every meta that can come up because Elon Bull posted about Peanut. So, if you were following it, when you saw the name Peanut launch and you were following Elon's account, then you would have been able to tie the two together. If you weren't, then you would have had no idea. Like what's Peanut? I mean, you'd have no idea.
true?
So
That's
that is a
true. So
technique. I mean,
true.
like to try to give you something that you can do. But yeah, you got to be like, this is a business. You got to look at it like that. So how do you succeed in this business? You have to know the narratives. You have to know the daily narratives. You have to know the people where the narratives come from. Trump, Elon, and and there's more, but definitely them. And you have to study them and follow them and be ready for it. If not, you're completely gambling. I mean, you're just gambling.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
if
that's
you
what
want to
it is.
succeed, you gotta follow what's called best practices in any field you're in. You have to follow the best practices if you want to be the best. So I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean, listen, I've missed more of these big plays and have ever caught them. So I would defer the question of what you do to somebody who's caught the big ones. But I can tell you, if you follow
I
Elon's
know,
account,
right?
you could have bought Peanut. You could have bought it under 50 million, probably 1,000 times if you were following the narrative of the day. I mean, just bottom line.
Yeah, but which peanut? There was like 10 of them.
Yeah, but the
But
main
hey,
one,
Luke.
the main one
Yeah,
starts running. You just check them by market cap, search it by market
yeah,
cap, and you know,
yeah.
um,
Plus, they pay for
that's,
trending, and if they pay for trending, they're usually, I mean, not always, but if they pay for trending, they're at least putting money into it. Hey, Luke, can you put up show Crystal, can you put up a chart? Let's think of a token, I don't know, and then
I've got
show
I've got
her
the
how
peanut.
the
I've
Bollinger
got
Bands
peanut.
can tell you.
Well, I think
Thank you,
Bollinger
Jenna.
Oh,
Bands.
you got it
I,
up? I can't see. It's so
yeah,
small on my
Jenna,
phone.
hey,
I think Bollinger Bands are good. Like say for a coin like Bitcoin. I think you can definitely get the most out of Bollinger Bands. But the one I have up is Peanut. So if you take a look to your point, Bollinger Bands on Peanut, let's take a look at that. So here are the Bollinger Bands on Peanut. So this is the day. Let's take a look at maybe the hour. So there you have it. So based off of what you're saying, Jenna, Peanut would be at the point to where, based off of TA, this, I think now that it fell out of the band, it looks like now it would be time probably to buy into Peanut based off of what you see here on the Bollinger Bands.
Is that from like the consistency that you see throughout? I mean, of like I mean, I'm just looking at it. It looks
My
kind of
connection cut
consistent.
out. I'm sorry, you guys. My connection cut out. I didn't know what you said, Luke, about Peanut and the Bollinger Bands. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So I have I've got the Peanut chart up. This is the hour chart right here. And to your point, some tokens I think are good for Bollinger Bands. Some maybe not. Peanut being relatively new, it launched at the end 31 October. So really, it's a relatively new token, if you will. But if you'll take a look here on the larger view, based off of what you were saying, per the Bollinger Bands, as you see it dropping down towards the bottom, like based off of this TA, this would indicate it could be a good time to buy since it's trailing at the very bottom of the band, right?
Right. Nice. Okay.
So you can see here it's at the bottom, but again, it's in this token. Obviously, it's not foolproof, of course, but you can kind of get an idea of maybe when something's undersold or oversold. And the easiest
It,
way to do that is go to Dex Tools, pull up a token, and when you pull that token up, you just simply hit the FX button right here, and you can type in Bollinger Bands, BOLII,
and
and
the
just
RSI
click on
is
it.
good for that too. It'll tell you
Yep,
if it's
yep.
oversold or overbought.
So those are
And
just a few.
just going to throw in something too. If you guys don't know or anybody listening, Pudgy Penguins NFT project launched their token
Oh,
this
that's
last
good.
couple
Yeah.
days here. And if you have any ETH or Solana wallets that you used, I believe it starts in 2023, maybe older ones. There's a page to go to where you can check for a free airdrop to claim free tokens from those wallets. I can tell you, I found a couple already and haven't even really taken the time to dig through everything. So there's free money out there if you have those older wallets.
I
I
found
saw that.
one.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, one of
I'm
mine
with
was
you guys.
eligible. Yeah.
I wanted to do that. What we saw. But I was in the middle of trying to get ready for the event, and I'm like, how do you know? Is that like, I don't know. Can you explain it? Like how we can do it, Luke, for those like that are listening?
Yeah, guys, we are past the hour, so we are gonna. I am gonna make this quick.
No,
But I will share a screen with you guys. To your point, Mike, I think that's really good for people to know about. If you've been trading crypto for a while and you got an older ETH wallet, you might be eligible for that airdrop that Mike was mentioning. So you simply just go to claim.pudgypenguins.com, and then what you would do is you would link your ETH wallet, and from there, so in this case, you would essentially link your ETH wallet, and then you would link your Sol wallet to claim. So if you actually have Pudgy Penguins to claim, link your ETH wallet on this website, then link your Sol wallet. It'll tell you if you actually have Pudgy Penguins to claim. Don't go to any other website other than claim.pudgypenguins.com. If you go to another one, you're probably getting scammed, and your entire wallet's going to get dusted. So, but yeah, this is the one you would go to, and you would simply go in here and link your wallet. You don't have anything to lose. It's worth checking out. I took a look through some of my older wallets, and I was actually able to claim Pudgy Penguin on 3 of my old Ethereum wallets. Just because I
Wow,
trade.
that is
Yeah,
Dude,
awesome.
like who gets it? I thought you would have had to have owned it in that wallet. So that's not true?
yeah. I'm not sure, Mike. If you have any additional info as to like what makes a wallet eligible to claim, because I'm not sure. I just know I had 3 older ETH wallets that I traded on in the past, and I
Huh.
checked. I checked
Yeah,
several different
just
wallets,
giving
and
back
out of them
to
all. Yeah.
they're just giving back to OGs. I mean, it's just a cool thing.
Um, Oh, geez. That means like ones that have an older age wallet.
Yeah, so there you go, guys. Like, really, it pays to keep your wallets. I know I've been through a ton of wallets, but it's cool that I was able to keep my older ones and still go back and check some of my abandoned wallets, if you will, only to
Mhm.
find that I got free money yesterday across 3 different wallets. Uh,
Wow. That's
and it wa-
awesome.
and it was a pretty good amount of ETH that I was able to claim in Pudgy Penguin token. So what I did was I sold half at the market cap in which I claimed, and then I held the other half. And today the other half that I held is actually up, I think, nearly 2x. So
Wow.
yeah, you never
That's
know.
really good.
This is what's cool about crypto. There's a lot of people out there that a lot of projects out there that pays respect to people that's been in the game for a while.
Yeah.
So you
When you
never
say
know
a
what
while,
can. Yeah,
are you
you
talking
never
about
know
like
what can
years?
happen.
Are you talking about like years when you say a
Yeah,
while?
yeah.
Like,
In this case, yeah. I mean, I think it was anything before 2023 or 2020, anything before this year or the year before.
hmm.
If your wallet had on-chain data, I'm not sure what it pulled, but yeah, it was definitely cool to see. And what that did is it actually made me more bullish on Pudgy Penguins just because they did that.
Yeah.
So really
Exactly.
cool. Yeah, and talk
Yeah,
about
that's true.
exposure, right? Everybody now knows about Pudgy Penguin. That was actually a brilliant marketing move, I would say. So,
Yeah.
um, but yeah.
Hey guys, I gotta
So
jump off. I hope everyone has a great night. I don't mean to interrupt, but I got my son here. I'm gonna hang out with him for a little bit. But had a great time on the stream, and I'll see you guys next week.
awesome, Mike. Thanks for joining us.
Have a good night, Mike. Thank
And
you.
guys, that is about it though. We kind of breached an hour here, so I would like to wrap it up. But yeah, bottom line, guys, crypto, anything can happen. It's always when you look away. But in this case, we have a target, right? And that's 20 January. Trump is going to take office on 20 January. What do you think is going to happen between now and then? It's not even a matter of time. It's inevitable. The PolitiFi meta is going to return. Period and
Hmm.
point blank. It's just that simple. And here we are. We're on the forefront. We're here doing the right thing. As a project, we're constantly pushing every day. We're looking for different opportunities, different ways. We can push MVP. Hell, even this week we actually onboarded a MMA fighter who actually fought for us at Motor City, and he actually won his match. And he's
That's
going to continue.
awesome.
Yeah,
I
he's going
wanted
to.
to see the video, Luke. Did you get to get him to it was
Nope.
on pay-per-view or something.
Yeah, it was a pay-per-view event. The video is going to actually be released. It's being curated, and once his name is Wayne 10. Once he gets the video back from his promoter, he's going to be sharing it with us. He's also going to be joining our community, and he's going to be essentially talking about his journey as a MMA fighter
Oh,
and like
that's so cool.
what it took to get to this point, and he's going to continue to fight for us. So it'll be exciting as he continues his journey in MMA. He's taking that journey with us. So I thought that was pretty cool. Um, Later this month, we'll be launching as a featured token with On Chain. In addition to that, we also have a decentralized exchange that we're going to be listed as a featured token with as well. And as a matter of fact, I was just talking to Matt from Infineon. We're also looking at doing something cool with them. There's just all kinds of cool things that we're doing between now and then that I
Yeah,
think is exciting. So
that's
it just goes to
exciting.
show, guys, you never know what can happen from one day to the next. When the meta returns, if you don't have a position in a project that you stand or that you believe in, that's constantly working, constantly pushing, you might miss it. I know myself, I missed MAGA meme coin when it was under a penny. I know our founder shared it with me way back when, and I looked away and I kept looking away, and I never found an entry until Trump was, um, I think it was around 50 million in market cap. So, in this case, here we are as a political finance token. We know what's about to happen in terms of the administration. We know when it's going to take place. And it's just really a matter of time, I think, before crypto as a whole realizes it and starts aping back into that that Trump narrative. It's happening. You know, it's going to happen. So
Yeah, I love that. I love how MVP too supports the MAGA movement, Trump's agenda. I mean, we're also doing things in the field too that kind of, just positive things for our nation. Like I think it's good to be like how we are, like so we're very well rounded. And the team is dedicated, and they're not stopping. Like we're not like long term. We're in it for the long run. So.
yeah, and to that point, our founder Rob, an OG Trump holder, he's still holding his bag. He refuses to sell. Again, this is another point where, you know, it pays to believe in something. He bought it at less than a penny. He continued to hold all the way through, all-time high. And it's obviously we can see, just like with every other political finance token, they've all taken a hit. But if you believe in Trump and you believe the narrative is going to return, then you will believe that your bags are going to grow as we get closer to inauguration. So that's really all I have, guys, for this
Mhm.
week.
Well, wait.
Uh,
Well, I want to mention too, like tomorrow, MVP is going to be at the Atlanta blockchain holiday party. So there'll definitely be some content that will be posted up, and super bullish about that event too. So MVP is headed to Atlanta tomorrow. Super bullish about that.
let's go. Let's go. Yeah, looking forward to the
Awesome.
content,
Awesome.
Crystal. And guys, I am going to wrap this up. So, Mr. President, thank you for joining us. Crystal, thank you for joining us. Looking forward to the content tomorrow. Jenna, really appreciate you joining us as well today. Cliff, love what you're doing with Solnick, man. Thanks for hopping in. And Benny, it was great to see you today. And hopefully you can make the next one.
Yes,
Yeah,
Benny, make the next one. Bring your
Awesome.
mom.
Yeah,
yeah,
Benny,
Benny.
absolutely. I'll
I'm
try.
super excited, you guys. Oh, Benny, we brought we had some MVP napkins that got to make it to the Trump Force 47 party tables, and Benny's mom is so awesome, you guys. They own a restaurant in New York, and she's like, "Hey, look, I'll just put some on the tables and just." I'm like, "That is so cool." Like, they support MVP too, so I love how MVP supports Trump 47. It's just a reciprocated, just we're fighting the same thing together. I just love that. So
That's
Yep.
awesome. Hey, Luke, and don't forget, talk to Rob and talk to the president here and hook up with those guys for the statue.
Oh, as a matter of fact, Jenna, while we were talking, I actually messaged Rob. And yeah, I'm already on it. So once you mentioned that, I was like, that is a genius idea. I messaged Rob, and he replied back with good idea. So
really
so
awesome,
Awesome.
there you go.
man.
Yeah. So so um
Rob, he's got the Trump Force. Not sorry. He's got he's got those Trump sneakers, doesn't he?
guys, he sent me some pictures today. He texted me a few pictures today. He's going to try to do something kind of, because I was talking about Patriot to him and how they're using the Trump statue as like
Mhm.
their narrative.
Wow.
And it inspired him to do something. He's going to do something else cool that we'll actually be posting on X. I don't want to share what it is because I don't want someone else to get the idea. But
Yeah, don't
um,
share.
it's I mean, what Patriot did was brilliant.
Yeah.
Obviously, it caught Trump's attention, and he wants to do something as well that he thinks will go viral. I think it'll be a good idea, and you guys will just have to stay tuned to see what that is. But
Rob could do
Well, you know
anything.
what, Luke?
I
You're
also
in a
think that
better position because MVP is the vice president to Patriot is
yes,
doing the president.
right,
Now,
right.
what's the next step? The next natural step would
Hmm.
be to do the vice president. So any other token that does anything like that, it won't be like we are in the perfect position. So it's
No,
awesome.
that's a good point, Jenna, and I really like the thought of us doing something like that to commemorate JD Vance. Obviously, we're
Yeah, and
uh,
just collab with them. All you gotta do
yeah,
is collab with Patriot and have them to commission them to do it.
yeah,
What's it?
yep. So we'll definitely explore that, and that's a really good call there, Jenna. I appreciate you. I didn't
Thank you.
even
I
think about.
love you guys. And
Yeah,
Luke, thank you for hosting as always.
We love you,
no,
Jenna. Thank
yeah.
you, Luke. We love you too, Luke.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you all for joining, and to everybody tuning in,
Love
please
you
feel
all.
free. Join us
Yeah.
next week, same time, same place. Thank you all.
Thank you. Good night.
I
See you
love
guys.
Thank you.
Mr. President.
In the
See you
name
guys. Have a good night.